the smallest MacBook you can get today. The new M1 MacBook Air has been out for probably over a year now. Is it still worth it to buy it today in 2022? Well, let's find out. Because it's been out for so long, there are already tons of videos with specs and all the different things. In this video, I'm just gonna focus on the few main things that I think are important to a lot of people. The first one being battery life. This thing is good. I think Apple claims that it can go up to 18 hours without you charging it. That's going to be different for different people, of course. But for my personal use, I went for about 3 days without charging it. Of course, I wasn't using it continuously, but I think I was using it for a total of about 14 hours and I hadn't charged it yet in 3 days. And I was just thinking, this is what a lot of people need. I mean, you could literally go away for a weekend, forget your charger, and come back and still have battery. That's of course assuming that you're not using your computer 24/7 the entire weekend. Not everyone needs 64 gigabytes of RAM. Not everyone needs 1600 nits of brightness. Most people are just looking for something that works, something that makes their life easier. It's just small and convenient, and comparing it to the new MacBook Pro 14-inch, it's just way lighter, and when you pick it up, you just feel like you're picking up paper. It does come with Touch ID, and you do get 2 USB Type-C ports on the left, and you get 1 headphone jack on the right. That's not a lot. Again, 80 to 85% people don't care about a full-sized HDMI port on a laptop. Not everyone cares about an Ethernet port. Not everyone cares about an SD card slot on the computer. At the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is this is the cheapest MacBook you can get. You don't need to go break a bank to pay twice as much or more to get the MacBook Pro if all you need is a computer that has a good battery life and a computer that you can use to transfer files, computer that you can use to do your assignments, to do research, to work on the go, attend Zoom calls. This laptop does that. Maybe you record YouTube videos here and there and you'd want to edit them. You still can, especially if you use Final Cut Pro, because it's going to be better optimized for the M1 chip. You will be able to get away with even 4K editing, and if you use Premiere Pro, you still would be able to edit 4K. But once you start color grading and adding graphics and all these things, you probably might have to play back at half quality playback or sometimes quarter quality playback. But that's if you get the base model that has the 8 gigabytes of RAM. Tech is moving in lightning speeds, and every year there's a new device, there's a new model and all of that. So you might be worried that there's going to be a new MacBook Air that has a better processor or something coming this year. But if that's the case, then you're going to be worried every year for the next foreseeable future, because they're going to be launching new things, sometimes with minor updates, sometimes with major updates. Instead of asking yourself, what's the most powerful computer? Start asking yourself, what do you need from the computer? And then that way, you will know if you should buy a MacBook Air M1 or if you should go for a MacBook Pro. As long as you're not editing 6K or 8K footage or editing really big 4K projects, as long as you're not doing 3D renders inside Cinema 4D or Blender, as long as you're not doing heavy architectural stuff, you should consider the M1 MacBook Air. Probably will do a lot of things for you very well, especially the battery life. That is the takeaway from me. Hope this video was helpful. If it was, please let me know in the comments down below. But apart from that, until next time.